Hello, this is Ron Climer at Climer School of Real Estate in Orlando, Florida. And that's our phone number. We're in Orlando. We're on the North Orange Blossom Trail. And I just want to tell you a couple things that help you pass the Florida real estate exam the first time. I hope I'm not redundant, but yesterday, Kathy got a phone call from a guy that was irate about the Florida state exam. Now, he wasn't even our customer. He didn't take his school at Climer School of Real Estate. He took it from some gypsy school out in Timbuktu somewhere that specializes in all 50 states and 5 foreign countries. And he went and he made a 51 on the exam. Now, he called Kathy, telling Kathy how the Florida real estate exam is too tough and blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't even our customer. In fact, Kathy asked him, she said, "How did you find us?" He said, "Well, I was walking out of the exam and I was out in the parking lot cussing about how hard it was. And this lady walked up, and she was wearing a Climer School of Real Estate t-shirt. And I asked her how'd she do. She said she passed. And she gave me a Climer School of Real Estate magnet. And she told him that if you're wearing a Climer School t-shirt, they give you an easier test. I'm sure she just told him that to make him feel better since he made a 51. She didn't know what she made because they don't give you a grade when you pass. But you passed, and that's all you really care about. But let me tell you what will make you think you're getting the easy test. If you will invest a few shekels and buy this Florida real estate exam manual, this is a book that we use to teach our review classes. Now, this is the Florida Real Estate Exam Manual by Linda Crawford. Linda Crawford is a PhD professor at the University of Florida. She's been teaching real estate classes about as long as I have. And, well, not as long because she's not as old as I am. But we teach out of her textbook, which is by far the best textbook available in the state of Florida. This is Florida Real Estate Principles and Practice. Well, the exam manual is an outline of the other book, the book that we teach the regular class out of. So when we come back to the review, the students use this book to take the review. Now, this is an outline of that book, so you don't have a lot of superfluous information and stuff that you don't need. All you got here is what you need. And what you got here is what you need. And in the back of this book, there is 400, that's 400 question tests that are very indicative of the questions on the state exam. Now, I can't understand why anybody would go take the state exam without having done those 400 questions, especially if they took a class that wasn't a Florida class. Because I said Linda's a professor at the University of Florida, not the University of Timbuktu. She's right here in Florida, and it's a Florida real estate test. I assume everybody watching this knows the pass rate for the exam is a cool 50-50. And that's what it is. Now, I want you to get this book. It's an outline of the course. It's exactly what you need. It's got the 400 practice questions. It's also got a CD-ROM in the back, which you can print out flashcards. And that's just a cool thing. Now, when you take the test, it's got the answers, but it's got a little explanation as to why that's the answer. And that's just a cool thing. Now, you can get this, or you can keep studying what's on the Timbuktu test, which, you get to the test and say, gee, there's no questions about community property. I wonder why. Because we don't have it in Florida. That's why. And anyway, you need to get that. Now, here's something else. If you want to know what's on the test, get yourself the State of Florida Candidate Information Booklet for Real Estate Sales Associates. Now, guess what? This is absolutely free. If you want a copy of it, call Kathy at that number there, 407-822-3926. She'll email you a copy of it. Now, here's the deal. There's all kind of stuff in here that people don't know. Like, you got to take ID to the exam. Duh. Plenty of people go out there with no ID and they don't let them in. Also, did you know this? You can, if you're a foreigner, you don't have English as a foreign language, you can bring a word-for-word dictionary to the exam with you. Man, would that be a help? it'd be a help for me if I was taking the test in a foreign language. And so that's just a little tidbit of information. But get yourself the exam manual. Get this, it's free. Ask Kathy, and she'll probably send you a free magnet if you buy an exam manual. But get yourself that exam manual. Oh, here's the content outline on the state exam, and it tells you what % something is. See, a lot of people, they spend 20% of their time studying something that's not even on the exam. Now, by the way, you're here on YouTube already. If you haven't watched the 9 videos I have on YouTube, you need to watch them, because there is no math on the Florida real estate exam that's not on my YouTube videos. I put it on there just to help you pass. How much does it cost? It's free. It just takes a little bit of effort. How much does it cost to fail the Florida real estate exam? $31.50 every time you take it, so don't be doing that. So that's all I've got today. I want you to get the exam manual if you want to pass the next time. I can't think of an easier way for you to do it. Call Kathy at that number. That's all I've got to tell you about passing the exam. We have a review class here. We teach every 2 weeks. It's 2 days. And we got that on CD. We got it on DVD. You can ask Kathy about that when you call her. But get this exam over with and get out there and start making some money in real estate. Thanks.